Welcome back to AKTV, and we are here at Istanbul Blockchain Week with Miss May from GK8. Hello, Miss May. How are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm always happy to be in Istanbul.
That's awesome. How are you liking the event so far?
To be honest, the event is amazing. I did not expect to see so many people attending and amazing companies, and we're definitely coming next year as well.
That's very good to hear. What do you think of the Turkish community so far?
So first of all, let's start about the Turkish people. Amazing, the most kind and nice people ever. But the Turkish community is so crypto savvy that it's crazy. The amount of people here actually holding crypto, involved in crypto project, interested in it. It's amazing to see really the Turkish market is leading this space forward, and especially in the Middle East. You got Turkey and you got Dubai, and those are the two hubs really for crypto. The amount of people here that actually holding crypto, I think it's more than 11 million. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's a fast-pacing, growing environment here in Turkey. So tell us more about GK8.
Sure. Happy to. So GK8 is an Israeli cybersecurity company. What we do basically is that we partner with leading financial institutions, banks, custodians, exchanges, provide them everything they need end-to-end to self-custody their assets, to build a secure, scalable digital asset business, starting from the most basic building block, which is the key management, the custody. On top of it, we added trading, staking, DeFi. Our solution is built on 3-tier architecture, a very unique deep cold vault, a cold vault, and an MPC. And the best part is that our solution is covered by the highest insurance in the market globally. $1 billion of insurance per institution, per client who is working with us.
Wow, that's huge. $1 billion.
Dedicated.
Wow, awesome. So let's dive deep into that actually. So how does GK8 differentiate itself from other digital asset custody solutions available in the market? Can you please elaborate on that?
Happy to. So, wow, in so many angles. Let's start with that. So GK8 is really the only solution in the market that enable the financial institution to have everything they need end-to-end for key management. What do I mean by that? Many providers today develop a great or a nice, we can talk about why I don't think they're so great, hot wallets. Many providers are trying to develop a cold vault. But GK8 is the only solution in the market that really developed a very impressive 3-tier architecture that provide the bank everything they need. And in terms of security, let's talk about the differences. When it comes to the hot wallet today, whether it's multi-sig or whether it's MPC, there's a very big issue with that. All the MPC solution, what they do, they basically take the private key, split it into two parts, and then basically if 2 out of 3 or 3 out of the 3 come together, you have a signed transaction. What does that mean? It means that by the end of the day, your bank is protected by 2 or 3 internet-connected computers. That's it. And that's because of scalability issue. And that's the existing problem with the existing MPC solution in the market. GK8 solved that performance issue. We know how to take the private key of an MPC and split it to as many parts as the bank would like. For example, 128 different computers that will be involved automatically in every signing ceremony. And in terms of performance, our MPC is 1,000 times faster than the market standard MPC. Now, when it comes to the cold wallets, we're saying it very bluntly. Show us any solution you want in the market that claims they have a cold wallet, and we will show you the attack vector that exists in that solution. Because blockchain is bi-directional protocol. Every time you create a transaction, you need to receive a certain piece of data from the internet. A piece of data that is constantly changing. And that is why all your solutions today are cold only until you want to use them. When you want to use them, your system, your platform have to be in connection to the internet. GK8 is the only solution that does not need to. We know how to generate everything in the cold vault, enable you to do the full signing ceremony of creating, signing, and sending blockchain transaction completely offline.
That's awesome. So this concept of air gap cold vault is very intriguing to us. So another question about this is, how does the GK8 platform handle the scalability and increased demand during the peak transaction times?
Perfect. This is exactly why we build a solution on 3-tier architecture. to provide the most secure risk management, but also a very easy usability. So while the majority of the assets will be safekept in the cold vault, no attack vector, highest insurance in the market, small amount of assets will be safekept in your hot MPC for day-to-day activity. So when it comes to creating 1 million transactions per second, well, basically you'll just create everything with our fastest MPC in the market, and that's it.
That's wonderful. So given the rapid evolution of cryptocurrencies and tokens, how does GK8 ensure compatibility with new and emerging digital assets?
I love that question. Because I think it's also a very big problem. Many protocols are popping up every day. How do you make sure that your system can actually work with them? So I'm happy to share that GK8 actually have the widest coin diversity in the market. For example, we have generic support for any EVM compatible chain, meaning even if a new one will pop up, with zero integration from us, with zero development efforts, the bank can just start working with our blockchain immediately. So we build a solution to be scalable and to start working generically with new blockchain with zero development from GK8 side.
That's amazing. So considering Turkey's unique position both geographically and also economically and its evolving stance on cryptocurrency, how does GK8 plan to tailor its offering for Turkish financial institutions and investors?
So it's funny to say, but our solution is built by design to comply with the Turkish regulation. Our solution, we're the only solution that built from design to be an on-prem, fully in control by our clients. We do not hold any shards of the private key. Nothing is online. Everything is an on-prem component, whether it's the very deep cold vault that is an on-prem component completely managed by the bank, MPC cosigners, everything will be managed by the financial institution on-prem, or the cold wallet, not the deep one, but the cold one, the middle layer, also everything is an on-prem component from day one. So we comply with it very well. In terms of governance, I can say that GK8 got the most granular policy engine that exists, enable the financial institution to configure any rule that they want in the system, transaction limits, quorum of approvals for any workflow. So this is not an additional layer to comply with the Turkish regulation, but this is just to enable the financial institution to continue manage their digital assets the same way they're managing fiat today.
That's great. I like that you mentioned since day one that you're already, providing this kinds of solution. So, what the Turkish banks and financial institutions are known for their resilience and adaptability. My question is, how does GK8 foresee collaborations in the Turkish market, especially given the country's keen interest in the digital assets and blockchain technology?
So I'm happy to share that the Turkish banks are actually very much open to explore a different custody solution, and they're looking for the best one. They're looking for the partner that can actually build and scale their business. Starting now from custody, maybe later on will be a marketplace for NFT. They need to have the most secure and scalable key management solution that enable them to cater to the current needs, but also the future ones. So I can say that many of the banks. We're talking to all the banks. Yes, definitely. And I can see that many of the blockchain department banks in the banks are super impressive. They want to explore different custody providers, and they definitely like the GK8 unique approach.
Well, I'm very happy to hear that GK8 provides such solutions, and it's going to be very transformative, especially to the Turkish banks. So as for my last question, any message that you could say to the GK8 community, and what should they be excited about in the next few weeks?
Wow. So actually, in the next few weeks, we're going to have amazing announcement about some very strong strategic partnership in Europe. I cannot share more than that. I wish I could. It's a. It's. I was thinking you always made me say something, but we're having some very strong announcement coming up. We're partnering with some tier 1 banks and some of the biggest asset management in the world today, and those announcements are coming up in the next few weeks.
So that's the golden nugget right there, tier 1 banks. So GK8 community, you should stay tuned about this announcement. Thank you so much for having us here. I hope you enjoy your stay in Istanbul. Thank you.